So excited, and I also need to be a wee bit on the fast side for today's makeup video as I have a noon training. So I've got about 12 minutes. I have already done my eye makeup. I am doing that as like a quick pre-recorded video. What I'd love to know, in addition to saying hello lovely in those comments below, it's just a little a way to wave at me over the interwebs. But what I would love to know is if when I come on live, if you prefer these live formats where you really get to see step by step and ask the questions and interact, or if you'd also like to see more short videos on tutorials on how I do different things or why I do different things in my makeup routine. So if you could do me that favor, that hashtag hello lovely lets me know who's tuning in, as sometimes Facebook can get a little wonky and not necessarily show me who's there. I really would appreciate it. I am going to be starting things off quickly today using some Prime and Set powder. My September special time is running out, my dear friends. So if you are not yet color matched by me, I want you to comment below, color match, or even better yet, send me a message saying, Mary, please color match me. I want you to know your undertones and your skin tone, okay? Even if you're not interested in this month's special, if you don't need the makeup just yet, or it's not necessarily in your needs or in your budget right now, no worries. I still want you to know your undertones and your skin tones. When you know the undertones and all that kind of stuff, you're going to know not only which foundation and concealer to use, but also which blush and lipstick would be best for you. So I really want to make sure that if you're watching this video, if you enjoy my Minute with Marys, that you take me up on my complimentary color matching. No purchase necessary, my friend. I just think that it's great to educate yourself in your coloring so that way you know when you are ready to make a purchase of makeup in the future. As I said, even if it's like a lipstick, your undertone really will help you know it. So if you are joining in, let me know. Do you already know your undertone? And if so, what is it? Are you cool, medium, or neutral? And have I color matched you yet or not? So this is the Prime and Set powder. It's this newfangled crazy technology where there's little water molecules surrounded by the primer powder. So when it hits my skin, it gives me this beautiful little cooling sensation. This is great for my oily friends and my friends who like me, who over time have gotten bigger pores or fine lines. So it's a great option, and I need to start my next jar, but it does last a pretty good amount of time. Hi Christina, hi Nicole, what are you up to this weekend? Let me know. All right, so when you put primer on your face, this coloring seems off. I might have to adjust it a little bit. When you are putting primer on your face, let's see, does this help a little bit? No, I don't really think so. I'll have Blake fix it. Sorry if I look a little bit more yellow than I usually do. You need to let it sit. Primer needs time to really kind of blend into your skin, to fill those pores, to fill in those fine lines. So while that's happening, I am going to talk a wee bit about my foundations. So this month's special gets you a primer, foundation, concealer, and setting product. Oh, I'll do my concealer while I'm talking. So it gets you it all at 30% off, and most of it will last you at least an entire year. So it's a really great bargain. I do it very infrequently, like generally once a year, because it's such a good sale. The other thing that I want you to know about that is an even bigger deal on my site right now is my September starter kit. So that's going to get you 2 mascaras. I'll show you while I have my concealer on my face. It's going to get you my 4D mascara, my Twisted Epic mascara. It'll get you an eyeliner. Where's an eyeliner when you need one? Here we go. It gets you an eyeliner. It gets you a lipstick. You get to choose the color. Also with the eyeliner, you get to choose the color. And it gets you a liquid eyeshadow. And it's going to get you a face mask so you can get hydrating, oil control, purifying, exfoliating. All of this together, which I can't even hold at once, is worth $178. But if you buy my September starter kit, it's only available this month. I'm giving it for $35. I do not get paid commission on this starter kit. It is here for you to start your journey. To see if this is something that you'd like to potentially do as a business. There's no fees, no auto ships, no stock you need to have, no website fees, nothing like that. Just for you to try the products and see if they're a good fit for you. And if they're a great fit for you and you want to do this as a business with me, awesome. If you don't, no worries. I don't hound you. I let this be your choose your own adventure. But I will tell you that if you join in this month, I will give you a 20% off discount now through the end of 2021. So if you're someone who's like, oh, I love Mary's Black Friday sales, grab this $35 kit. grab it now, okay? Because it's going to save you so much money in the upcoming months. And if you're someone who's like, well, maybe I'll dip my toes, maybe I could use a little extra money to help me with the holiday shopping, or I want to have something where I can earn some money from my phone, definitely grab this kit because it goes away at the end of this month. So I want to make sure I can grab that for you. So as you can see, I did my concealer. I did not put that Prime and Set primer underneath my eyes, as it is a little drying, which I can use for the rest of my face, but not necessarily under my eyes. Under my eyes, I did make sure I used some eye cream though. Yay! Thanks, Nicole. I'm glad that I color matched you. I'm so happy and thankful for that, my friend. So I've done the concealer, and now is time for me to do a little bit of my new foundation. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a training. I did a training for my company on Wednesday where I led the training, and it was awesome and frightening all at once. So I'm just going to do a couple of drops right on my blending bud. Always put your foundation in the center of your face, and then also on areas where you need extra coverage, and then blend out. The places you put your product, whether it's eyeshadow or foundation or blush, the first place that it goes is where it's going to be the most saturated. So when you're applying your foundation, you want it to be the most saturated where you need it, where you need the most coverage, like I need it on that little pimple and my age spots and my freckle mustache that I get over the summertime, and then you blend it out so it really blends seamlessly down to your hairline or down to your chin, so you don't look like you have a mask of makeup. Nobody wants that. This foundation does have a medium coverage, so you're still going to be able to see some of my freckles shining through. It is buildable, so if there's areas that you do want to have more full coverage, you just add another drop or two and you're good to go. You can use a kabuki brush. I'm just using a damp blending bud. I find that it really kind of presses and melds beautifully into my skin. So I love having this kind of a tool. It's a great tool to have. But yeah, so I'm going to be doing another training on Monday night. The corporate was like, hey, do you want to come back and do something else? So I'm a busy, busy bee, hanging on out, doing all of our podcasting, momming, taking kids to soccer practice, all that jazz. But I know that all of you probably have the same kind of things. This is our first year doing soccer, and I'm not regretting the decision yet. I will say that. I was nervous that I was going to be like, oh, there goes all of our free time. And so far, we're okay. The kids are really happy, and that's honestly what matters. We really lucked out for quite some time by not necessarily having like Saturday activities. We had a long time where Saturdays were just like snuggle and enjoy a little cereal. It's kind of like I call it cereal Saturdays. We do pancake Sundays, where Blake will get up and make pancakes, and he'll do chocolate chip pancakes for the kids, and we listen to the Beatles. It's like our Sunday routine. And on Saturdays, I usually do cereal Saturdays with the kids, so I let them eat like a junk food cereal that we wouldn't normally get. And we hang out in our pajamas. So no more cereal Saturdays. But honestly, they're happy. They're happy, and all that matters. That's all that matters. So just 3 little drops. I applied it directly on my blending bud, and I gently just kind of like patted it into my skin. If you're someone who has more textured skin than I, you've got maybe some scarring and bumpiness to it, I would even go and take a little setting spray it on your face, and then press it one more time. That is another good way to really meld it to your skin. So rather than sitting on top of your skin, it's really pressed in beautifully, and it looks like your skin, which is the look that I go for. I don't want to look like super duper too made up. You know what I mean? So I just have a little bit of this medium coverage. I'm going to bronze it up a wee bit, add a little bit of color back. When you do that more medium to fuller coverage foundation, you do want to add a little bit of bronzer and or blush, as you have gotten rid of some of the natural coloring and dimension in your face. So you're going to want to add that on in. Yep, so we're going to have soccer tomorrow. Tonight is our movie night. We're going to check out this movie that's new. I think it's on Netflix. I think it's called like The Silver Dragon or something. My kids are obsessed with mythical creatures, and we've been doing some just kind of classic movies from my youth, and we've kind of struck out with a few of them, I'm not going to lie. Like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. It was a little too scary for our little lass, and we tried, what else did we try? We tried another movie recently, and like, she just found it too scary. She's 6, and you can't blame her, you know? But you kind of forget, like, where's that line of things being too scary and things being riveting and exciting. So I'm trying to go back to just a little bit more simpler of a video. putting on one of my favorite blush shades. This is the shade Stunning. It's a nice bold pink, but it's not too strong. So if you just kind of have a light touch, it's going to add a really nice pop of color. So if you are losing some of that summertime color and you want to apply a little bit more to your face, having it here on the high point of your cheekbone and even kind of around your brow, it's going to give this beautiful lift to your face. Kind of slim things down a little bit, make it a little bit more youthful. If you don't play around with the placement of your blush, this is your little friendly reminder to try something new. If you've always applied it just kind of on the apples of your cheeks, that may be weighing your face down. Different books with blush help with different face shapes, so if you do need help with that, let me know. There we go. But I do. I'm a fan of blush. I'm a fan of blush for sure. All right, so I've got my foundation on. I had the primer. I did some concealer. That foundation was able to give me some nice medium coverage to help even out my skin a little bit. Now I feel a lot more even. I added some warmth in with bronzer and some blush, and now I'm going to seal it all back in. I'm actually going to just do some setting spray. So I can use that Prime and Set powder that I used in the beginning. It's a 2-in-1. But I also wanted to show you what the setting spray looks like. You spray your face until it's like this. You're like glistening. You're like, oh my gosh, why did I just ruin my makeup? I promise you it dries and it's totally, totally fine. This could be one of those opportunities where I said you can tap your blending bud, not your blood. My goodness gracious. So in those areas where I have fine lines, if you are someone that your makeup sometimes does bunch, just kind of go in after this step with the setting spray. So for me, I get a little bit sometimes near my smile lines. My chin sometimes shows a little texture, and then sometimes I get a little bit of it, you know, in that kind of crow's feet area. So I just do a little pounce, nothing crazy. We're not pressing hard. We're not trying to sop up any of that makeup, but just kind of pounce it in. You can honestly do this over your entire face, and it really takes that setting spray and it melds it into your makeup. It's going to give you that all day wear, gives a nice barrier to your skin so that way it doesn't go anywhere. That's one of the cool things with this new foundation that I have, my serum foundation. It is really, really great when it comes to transfer. So if you're taking a mask on and off, it's not going to make a mess all over your mask. Hi, Sandy. How are you? Thanks for tuning in, my friend. Love to see you. All right, darlings. Got my makeup on, aside from my mascara, but I do have to hop on to my meeting. I hope that you have a great day, and I will talk with you soon. Enjoy your Friday, and let me know once again if you need that complimentary color.